Okay, and
Okay.
welcome to Smurfs Review Part 2. The sequel everyone asked for. Alright, so,
Who the fuck asked for this? And fuck you if you did.
Oh,
You guys are
trust me.
assholes.
There's several people on the site that requested this particular cock-sucking fucking interview.
they want to know if the movie's any
Damn
good.
it.
Yeah, that's what they fucking want.
Exactly.
We need a good, straightforward, honest opinion.
You're not gonna fucking get it from me.
So, alright, so, where to start? Was this a fitting end of the trilogy?
I don't fucking know. I never saw the first two, I guess.
No, yeah.
Well, see, there's your problem.
Oh, yeah, that's my fucking problem. I didn't see Alvin in the fucking Chipmunks 1 nor 2. I had no fucking idea what was going on in this one. That's what fucking lost me.
Oh, god damn it.
Merry fucking Christmas. God damn it, I hate this holiday.
At least you didn't have to see it in 3D. That's actually, of all movies you would think would be in 3D.
You would have thought it
Yeah.
would have been this stupid piece of shit. No.
that bad?
It's bad. It's bad.
I actually haven't seen any trailers for this thing.
I'm not surprised.
I take it they get stranded on an island.
Oh, wow, big, yeah. Genius, there's your plot. They get stranded on an island. God damn it.
Now, how do they get stranded on an island?
Alright, well,
Ah, yeah.
So here's
Here we go.
here's what fucking happens in this golden piece of trash. So it starts off, they're going on a cruise. You hear the fucking chipmunks and the bitch monks, whatever the fuck they're called. The chipmunk, whatever the fuck
slut
they're
monks.
the
How about
slut
slut
monks.
monks?
Yeah, let's go
Slut
with that.
monks.
I don't even give a fuck at this point. They were all singing their rendition of the Go-Go's Vacation.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one song I recognize is the whole fucking thing. The one song I knew. It starts off with that. It's like a half montage, half music video, half fuck all. But basically what's happening is they're approaching this cruise. These little fucking bastards are singing and dancing
Yeah.
underneath everybody's feet. Stop, motherfuckers! Fucking chipmunks! Die! Die! So they're fucking doing this. The entire time, Jason Lee is trying to board on this thing, and Alvin is being a fucking little prick and coming up with all these shenanigans, making it really hard for them to get on this cruise. And then you hear the Alvin, and here we are. Let's start this shit off. Basically, they're on a fucking cruise. All right, Alvin's a fucking dick. That's what we learned through the movie. Alvin's a little fucking dick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and Alvin is doing all this shit that's pissing off the captain and David Cross, who we find out is
Cross is in there.
and who
He was
we
in the
find
other
out
ones, too.
Oh,
he
I
was in
haven't
the
seen
other
him.
ones.
He
Apparently, he was their original manager or some bullshit.
Okay.
But what I guess he's been in all three. He was in a puffin outfit, some
Yeah,
fucking
pig-
bird, whatever. So they get on this fucking cruise ship. Shenanigans happen, and they're told, all right, you fuck up again, you're done.
Yeah.
You're stuck in your room. All right, so the captain allows them to play shuffleboard.
Yeah.
Okay. And so they're playing shuffleboard. Alvin gets a wild hair up his ass and trades this fat ginger kid a plate of fucking donuts so he can hijack this kid's kite. Why is there a fat kid flying a fucking kite on a goddamn cruise ship? I don't know. We needed something for the plot. So there's this fat ginger kid who gets traded a little plate full of donuts so they can steal his kite.
so they can go parasailing.
Yeah.
Because
because they're so small.
Yeah.
Perfect fucking sense.
The next thing we see is Alvin inside of the kite like this, like he's parasailing. How the fuck he got up there, we don't know. He just got the fuck up there. So he's flying around, woo, I'm Billy Badass. And then, here's when things go wrong. The fucking string, like, undoes itself, and all the chipmunks are trying desperately to hold on to it. Simon, who apparently is the brawn of the group, grabs this fucking string
And just
hikes
pull
it,
all the chipmunks with him. Just fucking...
ties it around Dave's chair. All right, so here we go. We got a kite. We got 6 chipmunks. All right, 6. How much weight is that? Like a pound and a fucking half? Now, here's where it gets really fun. You go ahead.
Here's where Newton gets pissed the fuck off. So the kite catches a big gust of wind and starts dragging the lawn, or the fucking deck chair, along with Dave still in it. All the way across.
That's why it needed a real
deck.
fat kid to hold on to.
Apparently, this is the greatest fucking kite in the planet. It's like super fucking kite. So it just takes off, and he's dragging, he's asleep, and they're like, yeah, whatever. So, of course, then eventually, the chair flips, they go off flying, and lo and behold, oh shit, now what's gonna happen? So,
You're asking me?
you could probably tell him.
They get stranded on an island.
Oh, yeah!
They get chipwrecked.
They get there's no wrecking involved. It's not even a proper title. Because there's no wreck.
That actually, it sort of goes along with what Jake was saying early at the theater about movie titles being really lazy nowadays.
They're really getting bad at this shit now. Like, I saw, we bought a zoo. Really? Like,
Tells you right.
Hey, hang on. Beep, 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 beep. Hey, Brad, guess what, buddy? I bought a zoo. We got a movie. Click. We bought a zoo. We have some dude standing over a ledge on a building, and it's called Man on a Ledge. I shit you not.
The sitter?
The sitter.
We got the sitter. What's that about? A fucking babysitter? Really? Really?
So the chipwreck goes along with your theory.
They don't even get shipwrecked in order for it to be called Chipwrecked. If it called Alvin and the Chipmunks, stupid fucking chipmunks get stuck on a goddamn kite. There we go. Why don't we make this as obvious as fucking possible?
Are there pirates?
No, but there's a crazy. But
that was a fun villain.
Fucking castaway chick. Not
Helen
chick
Hunt?
she modeled herself after the guy from Castaway.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying like the chick from Castaway.
With her friend Dunlop.
Oh, it was Dunlop. Nerf. Fuck all. There's golf ball. There's
Callaway. Golf ball.
It's basically everything besides Wilson.
Ridiculous.
All right, and so. All right, so here comes the kite incident. Okay. And then Dave gets on a real parasliding thing, and then we find, David Cross still in his...
Tobias Funk, no. At least that would have made it interesting.
That would have made it interesting, yes. There goes David Cross in his puffin outfit. And he grabs onto the parasailing. Oh, there goes the wacky! And so now Dave and David Cross, Jason Lee and David Cross... are now, like, in the water, and so they end up going to the island, too, but they're on different sides, or fuck all if I know what happens after that. This movie makes no goddamn sense whatsoever.
Well, so now it's just turning into Lost.
So they end up on
be
this...
Spider-Man in a minute. Yeah, you think I'm joking.
Ow! Before I go any further, this movie is, fucking glitter. God damn it. This fucking movie is a little bit racist. And I say this because there's 2 instances in this movie where the Chipmunks decide to change how they speak.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah, there goes the light. Thank
Oh,
God.
am I done? Oh, thank God.
Sweet!
Damn it. All right, so there's a scene where they all get in trouble, right? And Dave tells them, you guys stay in the room. Pick whatever movie you want to watch, stay in the room. So, of course, all of them besides the fat one leave. And so
The fat one.
they basically split up. Alvin turns into Sean Connery.
Yeah.
And goes to a casino. And then Simon is trying to reel him in. So those two are at a casino. So the three whores go to like a dancing area,
Little
right?
Chipmunks, yeah.
And so
Some
they're
salsa dancing.
Yeah, salsa dancing.
Salsa
That's what it
dancing,
was. And so they're like, all right, we're gonna do some salsa dancing. And so here comes these three. One of them was Latino, one of them was black, one of them was white. We got the trifecta there. We have to cover all of our bases. We got three. A whole bunch of white people, one Latino, one black guy. Good. So these three women come up, and the Latino is like, start talking shit about their clothes. I guess that's a really big woman insult. Fuck all if I know. And the chip whore, the main one, the Alvin girl, basically, they start getting into like this little bit of a verbal cat fight, and the girl Alvin was like, I'm gonna ad-lib this because I can't remember what she says.
Just do it in the voice and you're good.
I can't get my voice that high. I mean, if you want me to do the ghetto voice, I had every intention of doing that.
Go ahead.
But basically what happened was they're talking shit, right? And then the female Alvin is like, oh, bitch, no, you didn't. All right, no, you didn't. You ain't gonna come over here and talk about my clothes like this all up in this dance club. You get your fake press on nails all up on out here, because these nails are real, bitch. You see that? Yeah. Why? Really? Why?
And then there's a dance-off.
And then we have a dance-off. And you know how stupid it is seeing three grown-ass women doing a dance routine with CGI little fucking chipmunks.
Who was the judge?
The crowd was the judge. I don't fucking know.
White folk.
And so they do this little dance-off. It's like, okay, that's a little bit racist. I don't know why she decided to go ghetto, but okay, whatever, I'll allow it. Fast forward in the movie, like, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 fucking minutes. And then we got Alvin dealing with a honey badger. Whatever the hell that is.
Oh, God.
And so here's where it gets a little bit worse. I can forgive the ghetto thing, all right? I can forgive that. And so Alvin is fighting this little... he's like, this honey badger shows up and, like, is about ready to steal something. And what the fuck did he say?
Don't step off, S.A. I'm gonna go loco on you.
He was like, you better step off, S.A., or I'm about to go loco on you. Really? Really? We're doing this? This is okay now?
Did we suddenly jump into a Cypress Hill video? What the fuck?
It's okay, because it's a callback.
It's okay. They got George Lopez to show up for one quick line. That's okay. So that was that. This movie is just a fucking train wreck. We get to the island. Some roles get reversed, like Alvin becomes the responsible one. Simon gets bit by the spider, turns into
Simone,
the Frenchman adventurer.
Yes,
basically,
God.
whoever the fuck all that underwater guy was,
Jacques Cousteau.
Jacques Cousteau. Thank you. I always forget his French frog-eating name. So there's Jacques Cousteau, and he's kind of acting like that, only a little bit more.
It's like a cross between like Rico Suave and Jacques Cousteau.
Yes.
French accent. At first, it took a while for me to realize it was supposed to be French. At first, I thought he was trying to do Spanish.
That's what I thought too.
And then he's like, I'm French. I am French. It's almost like he jumped accents. Because like later on, it was blatantly obviously it was French, but right at it sounded like it was like Spanish. He's like combining it. Yeah.
Yeah, he did the nice little Spanish French for us. That was fun. Can't even get your racism straight.
He spoke Sprinch.
Yeah.
Sprinch.
Well, now,
Sprinch.
how'd they get off the island?
Oh yeah. This is where it gets really
I
fucking
gotta know how.
stupid.
I gotta know how the story.
Let's see how this is. This
I
fucking
must know.
cliffhanger. All right, so
God damn
here's
it.
what fucking happens in this for the rest of this goddamn movie. Some roles are reversed, some lessons are learned. Aw. So we got the villain who's what was that actress's name?
I think her character's name was Zoe.
Yeah, the character's name was Zoe. The actress's name, I can't think of it off the top of my head. Because I was just so fucking infuriated. So she turns out to be the bad guy, but when you first meet her, she's like crazy. She says like, "Oh, I was a UPS cargo ship plane flyer, and I crashed my plane, and for 9 years nobody thought to come out and get me."
Where have we heard this before?
Isn't that Rousseau from Lost?
Yes. So, all right, that's her, and you're like, all right, so she's crazy, whatever. So the Chipmunks kind of hang out with her for a majority of the movie until Jason Lee shows up to save them. All right, here's where it gets fun. Now, random, there's treasure on the island.
Of course, it's an island.
Yeah, it's an island, obviously. Let's turn this into Treasure Island. Why don't we just cover every
There's treasure
single...
on every island.
Why don't we just cover every single pop fucking culture we possibly can in one goddamn movie? Let's get it all. All right, we got Alvin saying winning.
I was just gonna say,
We
you
got
told me
that.
that outside.
God damn
We
it.
got
Double
the
rainbow.
double rainbow.
Oh, that's relevant.
Yeah, that's very relevant. We got
Especially
that.
when you're a 6-year-old.
We have
Those two things are very relevant.
we have all these songs, and fuck all if I know who. I said, Go-Go's Vacation is the only one I know. I was told there was
Lady Gaga.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
sure winning was irrelevant
very
at least when they
beautiful man.
animated it.
but
This'll last. That saying.
so yeah, there's a treasure on the island. All right, what the fuck ever. And now randomly there's a volcano. Okay, let's go with this. And now Crazy Lady's like, I was here after the treasure the whole time. And she like abducts one of the female, the Simon girl one.
Yeah.
Kidnaps her, ties her up in this, and like jimmies her down to grab some of this treasure, right?
While she's singing Rihanna's SOS.
Yeah, while
that's what it was.
through
That's-
this
yeah.
whole movie,
Yeah, they're singing.
They're just randomly singing.
breaking out into songs.
It's like in the middle of this review, and this is the way that you use it.
Yes.
Why did you know? It's like that. Why are you singing? There's no fucking point in this singing.
Exactly.
Stop it. So,
But if they sang that, though.
if they sang that would have been great. But they didn't. We got the very beautiful man, that
Yeah.
Lady Gaga, her. We
A
have
little bad romance, yeah.
we have
Some Katy Perry
all these
was
other
in there.
new people whose names I don't fucking know because I don't listen to that crap. So we got them singing it the whole freaking time. And of
Yeah.
course it's not the real artist, it's the goddamn Chipmunks singing it.
Uh-huh.
Ugh, that doesn't get old really fucking fast.
Kidding.
So we got all this, like, and so we fast forward through all this really stupid bullshit. We get to the treasure thing. She's lowering it down. The Simon girl is singing a song. The entire time the Crazy Lady's like, you keep going. You just keep going down there. And she's the one who's feeding the fucking line. The chipmunk is suspended in air. How the hell is she going to go down faster? You are feeding the rope. Let it go if you want her to go faster.
And then she's like, what was it? She's like, oh, I'm done. I've got all the treasure I can. Well, if I can hear you talking, clearly you haven't stuffed your cheeks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now you're good.
Okay, now you're good. Come on up. And so while they're doing this random volcano decides
Starts
to
to erupt.
erupt. Of course, we need some action in this piece of shit. So the volcano explodes, starts erupting. So we got like, you know what? That's
then
just the fucking movie.
Okay.
The fucking volcano explodes. We
To
run.
be continued.
And in the, 5-10 minutes it takes for the volcano to explode, they construct this huge-ass fucking, this huge-ass fucking 3-person raft with a mast, and, yeah. Without a montage, mind you, either. It's
It's just
do it.
fucking there.
It's just there. It's just all of a sudden there.
All right, here's the plan. I want everybody to gather these materials. We'll meet back up. Done. Oh, well done.
The thing you see is the mask getting put up, and that's it. They're carrying shit, the mask gets put up. I'm like, oh, it's done.
Yeah, they carry shit, the mask goes up, they ring a bell, there's a big-ass raft.
Yeah.
Made out of camouflage, coconuts, very good-looking lumber,
Yeah.
siding. There's a kitchen in the bottom. This thing is fucking
A
huge.
basement.
They went to the local Lowe's on the island.
Yeah, they ran
It's got its own snooty
yeah.
butler.
God damn it.
Very good, sir.
I recommend the Chateau from 1594. It's a very good year.
So, and like when they go to the raft, like David Cross is kind of a dick. I guess he was the bad guy through the first two. We got crazy random bitch. She's the bad guy in this one. We literally have this forgiven moment, and everybody can ride on the raft to safety. Oh, I'm sorry. If I get stranded on a deserted island and there's some crazy random broad there with like 6 different various balls and calling them by their name, and if I get out, if I create a raft and I try to get out, the first thing I'm going to do is hold that bitch's head under the water till I don't see any more fucking bubbles coming up. Alright? And then, when my raft eventually breaks down, I'm riding her bloated, dead fucking ass right back to safety. No, I don't forgive that fucking easy. I don't forgive.
Volcano
You're going to die.
fixes everything.
Apparently an erupting volcano is just, oh, now it's time to realize that we're very petty and wrong. No, I'm still petty. Alright? I'm still angry. Bitch gonna die.
So essentially, if a volcano erupts, you're still not forgiving me for sending you to bed.
No. You see, if a volcano ever erupts, I got plans for you. They will not be pleasant, and I promise you will be alive for every single moment of it.
Second thought, I am not taking that trip to Hawaii with you.
Oh, we are so going to Hawaii. So that's the fucking movie. It just made no goddamn sense. High-pitched squeaking for an hour and a half.
Yeah, did Justin Long do a good Alvin impression?
What?
It's Justin Long as the voice of Alvin.
Oh, is that who that is?
For some fucking reason, they got name actors doing the Chipmunks voices.
Or at least
in it.
just Alvin, anyway. I don't know about the other ones, but...
Simon
because
is...
you can really tell once they
right.
stored it that fucking much.
Yeah,
exactly.
In all 3 of these movies, it's... This I do know about them, is that it's Justin Long as Alvin, even though, there's no reason for it to be a name actor's voice. Simon is... I don't know, but he's somebody, he's another name.
How the fuck do they get these people? I mean, I can understand you doing the voice because, we're gonna pay you such and such money.
Why?
But we're gonna distort your voice so nobody will know it's you.
That's throwing fucking money for a movie that's already just...
But the thing is, I mean, you could tell it was Justin Long's voice high-pitched. You could tell, there were certain times you could tell, and the way he talked, you could tell, okay, yeah, I could see Justin, see Justin Long doing that voice, but not enough to give a shit.
In all of the, I mean, I haven't seen the trailers for this, but in the clips and trailers I've seen of the other movies, to me it just sounds like it does off the TV show, off the cartoon series.
Well, and they do it to the most part. I mean, like I said, for the most part, it's like, okay, whatever. It's,
What, did you, don't leave?
Get the fuck out of here. Review over.
Well, you gotta tell us about the audience first.
Oh, the audience.
the guy.
The one guy in his...
Trying very hard to get himself some vagine.
It was almost the Popper's Penguin screening.
Oh no! If that turned into Mr. Popper's Penguins, at least me and Brian had the seat right above them. I took that into consideration. I'm getting an aerial view of this shit next time. And at least now I don't have fucking Baldy McGiggles with me. So I would know this guy would at least be able to pay attention to the sex that would be happening in the theater. So there was 2 other people in there. They were both pretty young looking.
Yeah.
And you could tell the guy just wanted to get some pussy. That's all he wanted to do. So he takes this girl out, and I could tell the girl wanted to see it because she was laughing. She was having a good time.
Because she was 8 when the first one came out. So
yeah, and I'm talking about...
I thought you were going to say
I'm talking about the movie, not the animated series. Oh, no. We made the very first fucking movie they made. Yeah. She was 8.
Yes.
So we got, and the dude, like, I heard him throughout the movie going, ugh, almost as bad as I was. And the girl's over there laughing. At that point, I almost wanted to just touch him on the shoulder and be like, dude, 5 minutes of porn in your right hand, you don't need the bitch. Right? If you want to get a nut off, go to the bathroom. You don't need her. I don't need this either, but I get fucking bullshitted into it.
There are some things I've done to go above and beyond to get some vagine, but I gotta hand it to the man, because there's not a fucking chance I would have ever agreed. I mean, you could have got me in a room with, like, Scarlett Johansson. She's like, let's go see the Chipmunks. Fuck you. No. We'll see anything else. We're not going to see that fucking movie. Fuck that. You... No.
Well, the one I didn't know there were any other people that went into you guys' theater, because when we got your ticket, Jake got to the theater before you did, and didn't you say when you went up to get a ticket that the lady was?
Well, yeah, she went to go tell me theater, whatever the one you guys were. It's just like, oh, okay, you're in theater. Oh, you're in theater 6. You're the second one. I'm like,
which means I was number one, baby.
Combined, tell them how much your guys' tickets cost.
Combined
$1.
$1 wasted.
50 cents a piece. We got the Stubs program, and it just happened. Both of them happened to have some rewards.
50 cents a piece.
Which is you know what? This movie was really bad. Really, 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 really bad. It wasn't worth the 50 cents. But it wasn't in 3D.
Yeah.
Now, when this summer,
then it would have been $1.
When this summer fucking rolls around, I got a whole bunch of 3D magic to look forward to. I'm going to be spending $13 fucking per fucking ticket to see these 3D things when I could have saved it. I could have saved it for Ice Age 4. You'd be like, $1, please. No, it said $13.50. Yay!
To go see Madagascar 3. Which there was a trailer
for. We saw the trailer for.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing I got. So what were the trailers you guys got?
We had Madagascar 3, and that looks promising.
You didn't get Dark Knight Rises like we did?
No, we didn't.
Oh, fuck!
Fuck you! We got Madagascar 3.
Oh, god damn it. Now I'm sufficiently fucking even more pissed.
You know what? It doesn't even fucking surprise me at this point. I don't even.
God damn it!
I don't fucking care.
That's my Cowboys and Aliens for the Christmas season.
Which I should have really fucked with me. Like, actually, we didn't even see Sherlock Holmes. We got it was a private screening for Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, there'd have been some choking going on.
We had Madagascar 3
in 3D.
In 3D.
Yeah.
We got.
The Three Stooges again.
Oh,
God, yes.
We got,
I tried to block that out. Son of a
Jay, what's
bitch.
in the box, Snooki?
Yeah,
we got that at the center.
We got the Three Stooges. We got.
That sucks.
I don't even remember what the hell we got. We got some other really inappropriate movie to be seen.
Star Wars. Star Wars. They printed the 3D.
The 3D
of Phantom Menace. Right, the first one. It's like, what?
That's even more insulting than the fact that, we got Dark Knight Rises and you didn't. We got Dark Knight Rises. You got reminded of the Phantom Menace.
In eye-popping 3D, no less. It's like, fuck you, Lucas. But I'm trying to think what other fucking kids movies there were. Oh, the fucking horrible-looking Mirror.
Oh, yeah. We got Mirror.
Oh, wow. That looked like a winner right there.
We were talking about that in ours, because we were talking about how much better Snow White and the Huntsman looks after you've seen the Mirror trailer. The Charlize Theron one looks awesome now.
Because I really want to see a movie full of little people making stupid puns.
Yeah, you're my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend.
At least they have.
Hooray.
They have all of the races present in
we
Seven
got them
Dwarfs.
all.
Yeah.
We get, there's Sleepy, Doc, Blackie, Brownie. Yeah, we got them all covered in that one. What is the hell is going on with that, by the way? That is just horrible. It's getting to the point of just reinforcing stereotypes.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm the one to laugh at them, and then I'm the one that looks like an asshole when I'm laughing at it.
I told you it wasn't a good idea to laugh at Skids and Mudflap.
Oh my god! Yeah, I guess if you can get away with fucking Skids and Mudflap, fuck all the doors wide open. Let's bring this back to 1940s. Let's get some Mammy up in this.
I think the one did have a gold tooth.
Oh, I'm
Really?
And Snow White.
It wouldn't have surprised me. I think there was a couple of other trailers, but I can't think of them at the moment. Those are just the ones that
stood out, I guess. Not a good way.
Stand out.
I got a text from both of you guys. I think we're leaving our theater and our movie. Yeah, it was like, you guys got out at 90 minutes, and you guys were done back here 40 minutes before our movie got out. So, our movie ends. I look at I look at my cell phone. I got 2 messages. One that's from Jake that just said, "God, period, fucking period, damn it," and one from you that was it was a really wise saying. It was luck is having friends who will do this shit. It's like a fortune cookie in my phone. And then I get back here because we're shooting this because it's so we have enough time to warm up the car. We're shooting these in December at the house because after we leave the movie theater, so we're not too terribly cold. So we haven't had enough time to warm up the car. And I get back here, and Jake's sitting in his car. I'm like, "You could have gone inside." And I'm like, "Wait, where's Irving?" He left. I was like, what? It was that bad? He can't even talk about it. He can't leave. That makes this all for nothing.
Oh yeah, trust me. I wasn't gonna pay money to not talk about how shitty this movie was. Jesus Christ! I paid the money. I'm getting the screen time. Fuck that. God damn it.
What are the final thoughts on it?
It was not enjoyable.
God.
Poo jokes, because there had to have been some poo in it.
Surprisingly,
No.
very little. There was one that's popping up into my head of... I forgot about this complete
Oh God.
flaw in logic. So they're on this island, and they meet up with Crazy Broad, and Crazy Broad's like, "I know how to get there." And now here we go. There's a fucking zip line in this deserted. This bitch was smart enough to create a pulley system made out of vines and leaves.
Yes.
And she couldn't figure out how to get off the island after 9 years. So they zip line to this surprisingly nice
Like
looking
fucking chateau looking fucking place for a...
Yeah, and this really nice looking chateau.
It's like Swiss Family Robinson.
Yeah, it's literally like Swiss Family Robinson. It really is. So they zip line in this wicker basket sits the Chipmunks. And they're zipping through, and she lands, and she steps down. She was like, "Whoa, that was fun." And then the fat girl chipmunk, she was like, "Well, I'm sure glad that we don't wear pants,"
That's right.
which makes that entire
That's right.
costume concept really fucking disturbing.
I'd forgotten about that one, but yeah.
And then, there's also puns of using the word monk.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
That's just,
We're up Monk Creek without a paddle.
oh, trust me, it wasn't that
It
bad.
wasn't
Thank
Smurf
God.
bad, but it was still pretty bad.
Yeah, here and there they sprinkle it in.
They lightly dab it with monk this, or I'm getting the monk out of here, whatever the hell it is that they said. Oh, fuck all, I don't care.
At least we can understand them.
They had to add that pun in there. Because we can't have a modern-day fucking children's movie without any goddamn stupid fucking puns or any fucking poo jokes.
He actually explains one of his puns, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, he goes into this long explanation of a pun that he used, and I don't even remember the goddamn pun. It's like, while he's explaining, he's like, dude, I forgot what the fuck you just said. Really? Do you have to explain it?
He's explaining the title.
Like boredom into fundum or something. It was something
he
ridiculous.
Said something like that.
It's
like, you see what I did there was I took this word and that word and I switched it over.
Out.
See, that's called wordplay.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
Do you like he literally explained wordplay for us.
You got to explain things to the audience who would typically go to this.
But yeah, they'll throw in winning and double rainbow without any fucking explanation. It's like. Even if I was a parent, I would be pissed.
I'm not a parent.
And you're
pissed. I'm not a parent, but if I was one, my kids will never see children's movies because they're fucking awful!
All right.
No, they're not.
Hugo and the Muppets were good. I don't know what you're talking about. Both kids' movies I saw this year were great.
This is the reason...
Well, wait, Spy Kids 4.
This is the reason... This is the reason
you
that
poor
China...
baby. I forgot about Spy Kids.
Oh, man, that movie sucked. You have no idea.
Yeah.
The fuck do you mean I have no idea?
All right.
Fucking glitter!
Oh, I can explain that.
I know what the fuck it's from!
It's from when Brian and Jared farted after seeing New Year's Eve.
Get me out of this godforsaken fucking review. I got ass glitter on me.
We'll be back next week with 4 movies. Let's see. 10-10, Mission Impossible, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and We Bought a Zoo.
We bought a zoo!
Which we do not have to see, thank God.
Yeah, Jared and Dave are going to that
Baldy
one.
McGiggles get to see that.
I am not seeing that.
You guys are doing what, 10-10?
I'm doing
10-10.
10-10.
Yes.
Right on. All right, we'll see you next week.